So, dann Dimitri und Ash. Die haben auch nur den B-Support als höchsten Rang.
Your Highness, sorry, I mean Dimitri, would you, do you want to train together today?
Ash, of course, I'm glad you asked. After classes conclude for the day, meet me at the training ground. I'll be waiting. And afterward, let's plan on dinner. We'll certainly have worked up an appetite.
Oh, yes, I suppose, I mean, sure, it'd be, that is, it would be my pleasure to dine with you? I mean,
Ash.
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I'm just no good at this. I'll do my best to improve.
Are you still worrying over what I said to you before?
I'm trying to do as you asked, but it's just completely against my nature.
Trust me, I understand the urge to show respect where it is due. However, that is not the case here. Yes, I was brought up in a different family and raised in a different way, but otherwise, you and I are the same.
That all makes sense, Your Highness. But I just can't bring myself to speak to you in such a casual way. Sure, when you get right down to it, royalty like you and common folk like me, we're all just people. But the common folk still rely on the nobility to keep the peace and to keep them safe. Commoners pay the price for that in taxes and respect. That's what Lenato says.
I suppose I can understand that point of view. But the flaw in your logic is that I am not king just yet.
But that's not all there is to it. I also respect you as a person. You carry the weight of the whole kingdom on your shoulders. You're a faultless warrior, and you're always so kind to your allies, even me.
On all accounts, I can say the same of you. But you also have a strong heart. I can't say that about myself. No matter the circumstance, you are never drawn toward darkness. That mindset of yours has done me well on countless occasions.
Well, I do my best. So I guess mutual respect between us is what's really the most appropriate.
Precisely. Which means there's never any need to be nervous or uncomfortable around one another. It seems we may have circled back to where we started with this conversation, but let's at least agree that we both should learn to bend a bit. How's that sound?
All right. Let's start from the beginning then. Would you like to train with me today, Your Highness?
Of course, Ash. Come at me with everything you've got.
Die sind ja schon süß, die beiden. Kannst du nix gegen sagen. Vor allem der Anfang, wie er verzweifelt versucht hat, seine Formulierung zu ändern. Ich kenne das aber, wenn du dir irgendwie eine Formulierung oder ein Wort abgewöhnen willst und es ist einfach so schwer. Okay, dann weiter im Text. Wir haben, Dedu und Shamir. Ja stimmt, Shamir hatte, glaube ich, generell nur Supports mit Byleth. Da ist auch der B-Support sogar schon freigeschaltet, aber der kommt auch erst später. Das ist gut zu wissen. Und mit Dedu eben. Da bin ich ja jetzt mal super gespannt, über was die dann letztendlich reden. Ansonsten hat Shamir mit Golden Deer tatsächlich viele Gespräche. Gefühlt ist sie im falschen Haus gelandet. Naja.
Shamir.
It's you. What is it?
I have a message from His Highness. He will meet you in front of the library tomorrow evening.
Evening, library, front. Got it. Oh, one more thing. A bug landed on your shoulder. Sorry if I startled you. Anything else?
No.
Good.
You get to the point. It makes you easy to deal with.
Likewise. No need to say what isn't worth saying, right?
Precisely. Few others seem to think so.
Agreed.
That is all. Farewell.
Farewell.
Boah, war das unangenehm. Also ich meine, für die war das vielleicht ganz cool, weil sie sich in dem Punkt vielleicht ähnlich sind, aber das wäre so mein Albtraum, wenn ich mich mit jemandem unterhalten müsste. Gerade so Smalltalk und es würde so ablaufen. Belastend. Aber da bin ich mal gespannt. Die haben ja noch ein paar Supports, ne? Sie haben da auf jeden Fall gut Kosten gespart bei den Synchronsprechern. Gab ja nicht viel zu erzählen. So, Ash. Der B-Support mit Felix kommt... Nach der Nebenquest scheinbar erst. Gut zu wissen. Aber den haben wir auf jeden Fall schon mal. Ansonsten haben wir hier noch Sylvain und Annette. Aber ganz ehrlich, die Supports mit Ash sind doch alles super süß, oder? Beziehungsweise irgendwie... Weiß nicht. Wie kann man Ash nicht mögen? No. Die Bedingungen kannte ich noch nicht. Ja, ich auch nicht. Aber jetzt sind wir alle schlauer. So, Sylvain.
Hey, Sylvain. Can we talk?
What's up, Ash? Looking for more life tips?
No. But I did want to thank you for coming to my aid in battle the other day.
That? No need to thank me for that.
No, really, I insist. If you hadn't been there, I definitely would have been finished. You really set a model for my training. I can only hope I'll be able to save someone like that someday.
Again with the studying and the training? You're so stubborn you make Ingrid and His Highness seem downright easygoing. My advice on the whole thing is to just follow your instincts. That's what I do. If someone's in trouble, I help them. You don't need to be a valiant knight to know that. Doesn't matter if the person is an ugly old man or the cutest girl you've ever seen. You help them.
So you're saying...
Everybody's the same, deep down. It's our job to help anyone who needs it.
Ah.
What? You're looking at me funny. Did I say something wrong?
No, I'm just surprised, that's all. You're actually a much better person than I thought.
Was that a compliment? I can't tell.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean any insult. I was just really impressed by what you said about helping people without even thinking. To jump in and help someone without any thought at all of reward. That is real virtue.
How did you say that with a straight face? I'd be embarrassed if I were you. Come on, Ash. You're an honest and overall great guy. You'll be an honest and overall great knight, too. Of course, people like you need to watch out for greedy people.
Huh?
Remember when I said I didn't need any thanks? Well, I didn't say anything about not wanting a reward. There's a girl, and we had a misunderstanding about who was allowed to date who, so, I need to hang out in your room until everything calms down. Should only be a day. Or 2. Tops.
Sylvain?
Come on, Ash. Remember, if someone's in trouble, you help them. You want to be a great knight, yeah?
Oh, fine. Since you helped me, but just this once.
All right, I knew I could count on you. You'll definitely be a great knight.
He really would be a great person, if he could just stop all the scandal.
Es fing gut an und dann ging alles den Bach runter. Nun, was soll ich dazu jetzt sagen, ne? Es ist halt Sylvain. Was habe ich erwartet? Ich finde es übrigens super lustig, eure ganzen Emotes immer zu sehen zu den Supports. So ein bisschen wie Dedu und Shamir mit wenig Worten rüberbringen, wie man das fand. Finde ich sehr interessant zu beobachten. So, dann Ash und Annette. Die haben sich, glaube ich, im C-Support ziemlich gut verstanden, wenn ich mich recht entsinne. Deswegen denke ich mal, es geht so weiter.
Okay, now that you know the technique, go ahead and solve this problem.
Ah, I've got it. Finally.
See? Isn't it fun to learn?
Absolutely. You're great at this, you know. You really seem to have all the answers. I wish I could study and just soak up knowledge like you. How did you get so good at this?
Well, studying was something of a necessity for me.
What do you mean?
My father was one of the king's knights. One day, he never returned home. He just left without ever saying a word to me or my mother.
I'm so sorry to hear that. Losing a father so suddenly? I completely understand.
After he left, I thought a lot about where he might have gone. My father was a devout believer, so I was certain he must have come here, to Garreg Mach.
Here? Really?
That's why I was determined to gain acceptance into the academy. I needed to come here so I could search for my father. The problem was that I needed money to get in. Lots of it. And I didn't have any at all. So I entered the School of Sorcery in Ferdiad first, hoping I could somehow find a path here. I studied tirelessly until I finally earned myself a recommendation.
Oh, wow. So for you, studying has been like a way to meet your destiny.
Destiny, huh? Well, yes, but it's a bit embarrassing when you put it like that. Now I have other reasons for wanting to keep trying hard. I want to protect all of my friends and allies here. I'm studying hard so I can be as useful as possible to everyone I hold dear.
You've worked so hard. I really respect that. I'm going to follow your example.
Das war irgendwie nicht sonderlich beeindruckend. Also ich meine, wir haben so ein bisschen mehr über Netz erfahren, auf jeden Fall, aber ich weiß nicht, Supports, bei denen es ums Lernen geht, sind immer so, ja, okay, kann man mal machen. Was mir übrigens aufgefallen ist in dem Support, ihr Pony, ne, so wie der geschnitten ist, würde im wirklichen Leben komplett furchtbar aussehen. An den Seiten kurz und in der Mitte lang. Also, ich meine, so in dem Spiel okay, aber so im echten Leben siehst du damit, glaube ich, einfach nur irgendwie zu inkompetent aus, um deinen eigenen Pony zu schneiden. Wollte ich nur mal so angemerkt haben. Aber generell sind das so Frisuren, auch die von Sylvain. Versucht das mal im wirklichen Leben so hinzukriegen, ne? Oder hier Ash Wuschelkopf oder so. Wenn man das versucht, sieht man wahrscheinlich irgendwie einfach nur aus, wenn du irgendwie ins Haargel gefallen wärst oder so. Über die Frisur mussten wir gar nicht erst reden, ne? Also, ich möchte morgens auch aufstehen und so eine Frisur haben. Nur mal so am Rande. So, Sylvain und die Mädels natürlich. Er hat aber auch, also klar, natürlich sein eigenes Haus, aber abseits davon hat er nur weibliche Supports und Lorenz. Das sehe ich aber, warum die beiden zusammen Supports haben. Ich erkenne ein Muster. Okay. So, dann Sylvain und Annette, der B-Support, auch der letzte in der Reihe.
Sylvain! Good timing. There's something I want to say to you.
Uh-oh. Did I do something wrong? Did you spot me sneaking back in this morning? Or is it about that girl who got mad I kissed her sister goodnight? I can explain either way.
No, I'm not here to get after you about those things. Surely other people have that covered. What I really want to talk about is your behavior during our training sessions. When we're sparring, you're always passing on great opportunities to get the edge on me. It's almost as though you're going out of your way to make me think you're incapable.
Nah, I just like giving other people the spotlight.
Uh-huh. It's not that you took something I said to heart? About how you don't have to work hard to be good at stuff and how that isn't fair?
I did take those things to heart. We're friends, right? I'd be sad if you started to hate me. There's just one thing I want you to remember. Guys like me, who hate hard work and sort of get by on our wits, it all falls apart eventually. I'm smart enough to know that. So I respect people like you. I mean it.
Oh, is that sincerity? It's kind of creeping me out. It's just so unlike you.
Huh?
When you say nice things like that, I can't take joy in beating you. I want to beat you when you're at your best. That's why it bothers me so much when you don't try your hardest against me.
Let me put this a different way. I've always been treated like I'm special, and I'm not. At least, I don't think I am. I'm just tired of people thinking they know what I can and can't do. When everybody expects something of you, or envies you, it's kind of suffocating. I'd rather people think I'm dumb. Well, I mean, I can still be pretty dumb.
I have to admit, I have a hard time understanding where you're coming from. Just know that I want you to keep being great at everything without trying. If you stop being that way, I won't have any competition.
Competition, huh? I like the sound of that. Where the heck were you when I was growing up? If I had someone like you back then, I think I may have turned out different. And better, I mean. Anyway, I'd love to chat more with you. Would you like to grab some tea with me, or...?
Oh, sure thing. The very next moment I'm free. For now, I need to get to my magic training.
Oh, I see. Some other time then. I look forward to it, Annette.
Okay. Aber Hauptsache sie am Ende nochmal anmachen. Aber jetzt, wo ihr es sagt, er hat wirklich sehr wenig A-Supports. Gerade bei der Damenwelt. Also Dorothea scheint er zu mögen. Und Ingrid. Und mich. Ach ja, und Mercy. Die habe ich gerade auch noch gesehen. Nun. Aber Sylvain ist auch so jemand, ich glaube tatsächlich, der hat eigentlich kein wirklich gutes Selbstwertgefühl. Also ich glaube, der hält halt einfach von sich selber nicht sonderlich viel und hat das Gefühl, als Lob gilt er seinem Wappen und nicht wirklich ihm als Person. Und dass Leute wirklich nur nett zu ihm sind, weil er eben ein Wappen hat. Und dass er, glaube ich, eigentlich sich selbst vielleicht gar nicht so toll findet. Und dieses ganze Flirten und so ist halt echt einfach nur eine Fassade. Und Felix, aber Felix ist keine Dame. Ich meine, man kann die beiden bestimmt auch gut shippen, ne? Aber ich hatte jetzt nur bei den Damen eigentlich geguckt. So. Oh mein Gott, der C-Support. Das war doch der mit ihrer Granny, oder? Ich habe Angst vor dem B-Support.
That's a heavy sigh. Again.
Yeah? That's the sigh of exhaustion after spending the past month apologizing for your behavior to, well, everyone.
Apologizing? I've been pretty darn restrained lately.
If by restrained you mean falling all over yourself to garner the attention of every passing female, then yes, you've been quite restrained. Mark my words, the more you hurt people, the more weighty the repercussions will be. Your actions will come around to bite you.
Ha! If I get bitten, that's all just part of the game. Heck, I had one girl's brother come after me with a pitchfork.
If you end up getting maimed or killed by a pitchfork, don't expect me at your funeral. Glenn used to make light of getting hurt too. Then one day, he got more than hurt. Now he's gone.
I'm sorry. I was being... You're right. I know what it did to you when he died. It hurt to see you hurt, and not be able to do anything. When you wouldn't even come out of your room to take care of your horse.
Nothing affected me the way his passing affected me.
Well, I'm happy that you're better. Seeing you out and about helped me relax enough to be able to flirt with girls again.
Your predictability is utterly disappointing. When I finally stopped mourning, you know what brought me back? My concern. For you.
Me?
You know you can't get along without me following in your shadow and caring for you. You flirt with anything that has a pulse, offend people left and right, and constantly cause commotions.
Huh. The truth really does hurt.
Please, Sylvain, consider your actions before you carry them out. And stop acting so nonchalant about getting hurt or killed. Promise me that.
Okay. I promise.
Na, mal gucken, ob er sich daran hält. Aber gefühlt könnte das auch eher ein Ingrid-Support gewesen sein, weil sie ja auf jeden Fall im Fokus stand. Ich weiß halt nur nicht, wenn es halt ums Shippen geht, wenn ich jetzt Ingrid einmal nehme, mit wem ich sie am ehesten shippen würde. Weil ihr müsst ja bedenken, dass sie ja eigentlich mit Felix' Bruder verlobt war. Deswegen wäre es interessant, wenn sie dann Felix bekommen würde. Es würde in der Familie bleiben, aber weiß nicht. Die beiden haben zumindest einen doppelten A-Support, also würde ich vielleicht tatsächlich, weiß ich nicht, die beiden? Der B-Support wirkt da halt schon so, als wenn die echt immer zusammen sind, deswegen vielleicht. Achso, ja gut, die beiden haben dann nochmal einen zusammen. Dann Mercy und Ingrid, da kommt direkt der B-Support.
Apologies for my late arrival, Mercedes. My duties ran long, as per usual.
There's no need to apologize at all. Please, have a seat. We've met for tea so many times, but you never seem to get used to it, do you, Ingrid?
Not entirely, no. I'm not accustomed to being treated so delicately. Anyway, what will we talk about today?
I actually wanted to gripe about something that's been bothering me.
You? Gripe? Now that's unusual. I'm happy to listen, of course. It's the least I can do after all the kindness you've shown me.
Thank you. The one thing I really wanted to talk about is marriage.
Oh?
Yes. I received a letter from my adoptive father about marriage discussions with a noble family.
And will you accept?
That's the problem. No matter what I decide, I'll probably be married off anyway. What I really want to do is help those in need. But I think it would be more difficult to do so if I married a nobleman.
Understandably so. Sounds to me like you need a strategy to silence your father.
Sorry? To silence him?
Don't you agree? It seems the best course of action would be to consider severing all ties with the family and running away.
We don't need to go that far. I'm sorry, I really just needed to let that out. I don't need you to worry about solving my problems.
Oh, okay. It's just a bit personal for me, actually. My own father has brought countless marriage proposals to my attention. He always was obsessed with me carrying on the family bloodline. At a very young age, my hand had already been promised to someone in marriage. But Glenn died young.
That must have been difficult for you. Would you have married him if he had survived?
That's a good question. It's hard to imagine now. Although I did admire him quite a lot. He held true to the ideals of knighthood, proudly serving the king. Even after all these years, I aspire to be the type of knight that he embodied. But that's just it. I'm not a tool for furthering my family's fortunes. I'm a knight at heart, regardless of what my father desires.
I see. A very noble cause indeed. How strange that we should be worrying about the same thing.
Even though we are such different people.
It's true. Enjoying a nice chat over tea with you like this makes me realize maybe the paths we walk aren't so different after all. Don't you think?
I do. These tea parties of ours, they really are something special.
That they are. Ingrid, I would love to get to know you better if that's okay. I want to know about your childhood, your favorite books, the sweets you like, anything at all.
Absolutely. I'm happy to speak with you anytime. And I want to know you better too, Mercedes.
No, die sind schon auch sehr süß zusammen gewesen. Muss man ja mal so sagen. Ich glaube, das Zip-Emote passt sogar am besten, weil die ja am Tee trinken waren nebenbei. Ah, hier haben wir auch den A-Support potenziell. So, und dann haben wir noch Mercy und Constance. Da bin ich mal sehr gespannt, weil ich ja die Supports nicht kenne, weil ich ja die DLC-Charaktere noch nie dabei hatte. Aber ich habe bei jedem Support mit Constance immer Angst, dass Ojo-sama wieder rauskommt.
I see. The sunlight brings back painful memories in you.
I'm afraid so. Please forgive my behavior from before. I cannot abide these indiscretions of mine.
That's all right. The way you always work so hard day and night, it's no wonder it's had this effect on you. You work harder than anyone I know. I've always been impressed by that, Constance.
That means a lot to me.
You know, at the School of Sorcery there was a professor who specialized in magical cures. Why not write her a letter? Perhaps she can suggest a treatment that might help.
I have tried. She could do nothing for me. But I vowed then to the goddess that I would find a way to overcome my trials. I will prove my skills to the goddess and everyone else, bringing me closer to restoring House Nouvelle.
You're a tough cookie, Constance.
Naturally, and with your support, I shall grow ever stronger by the day.
I know you will. You know, during the years of political turmoil, House Martreats was destroyed just as your house was. But restoring my father's house has hardly crossed my mind. I guess I'm not as tenacious as you are.
You needn't be so hard on yourself, Mercedes. You have had other priorities since then. Oh, I've just had a grand idea.
What is it?
You ought to try to reinstate House Martreats.
Oh dear. I'm not sure that's possible.
Nonsense! If I can restore my own house, then you can restore yours. As we work to further our own like goals, we shall learn so much that we can share with one another.
You make it sound so simple. How would I even go about that?
That is simplicity itself. You shall become a prodigy at spellcraft, as I am.
All right.
I shall master the black arts, and you shall master the white. The world will know us as sister sages.
I see.
Our names shall ring out across Fodlan, earning us the titles we rightly deserve.
I hope you won't mind me saying so, but this plan seems to have gotten a bit far-fetched.
Oh no! Not if you join me, Mercedes! Where one may fail, together we are bound to succeed!
She has such big plans, perhaps too big. In that way, at least, she's exactly the same as when she was little.
Okay. Hoffen wir einfach mal, dass Yuri sie besser im Griff hat. Da fällt mir nicht mal ein Emote so ein. Tense. Not like this. Please send help. Irgendwie sowas.
Hey, shady lady. I see you're working into the wee hours.
I have asked you before not to refer to me that way.
Right, whatever, sorry. Anyway, what kind of bizarre spells are you weaving?
An excellent question. It's a brand of spellcraft many have dreamed of, but none have achieved. A revolution in magical theory.
Revolutionary spellwork, huh?
Steel yourself for this. The working transforms leather boots into licorice! The old serviceable shape with a new, sweeter taste.
Huh. That's certainly something. I'm sure you'll ravage the economy with this one. So, why boots precisely?
I was inspired by your suggestion that licking the nobility's boots would fulfill my dream. I went to my chambers to discreetly taste my own boots. They were less appetizing than I had hoped. The thought of licking boots day in and day out was revolting, but then I thought, what if? Tonguing licorice boots rather than leather ones would make the whole ordeal much more palatable. This is no run-of-the-mill penny ante black magic. This is something new. Black licorice magic. I could lick the boots of 100 nobles if they all tasted so scrumptious as licorice.
Are you some kind of damn fool?
The common mind often has difficulty distinguishing between genius and idiocy. You set me the challenge of licking boots, and I would say that I have risen to it ably.
Correct. I told you to do that. But I think you took what I said just a bit too literally.
Then how did you mean it? Does the licking not count if the licker enjoys it?
It's mostly something you do by way of acting subservient. I'd even lick the mud from your boots, my lord. Get it?
What? Are there nobles so depraved that they would take satisfaction in such a thing?
There sure are. I've licked a boot or 3 in my day.
Indeed? Oh, did it not turn your stomach?
Well, of course it did. There's hardly any dignity in bootlicking. Talking to you is truly entertaining. You're a special kind of strange. I've known many a noble in my life, but none like you. I was just dealing with a bunch of them, so the difference seems especially stark. Though, I guess you're not technically a noble at this point, are you?
You were dealing with nobles in the dead of night? Wait, what? Did you just call me strange?
Oof, I'm exhausted. Better go hit the sack. Don't work too hard, milady.
I did not give you leave to go! Ugh, his rudeness knows no bounds. But I'll have my revenge, perhaps by exposing his business with these nobles. He'll rue the day he loosened his tongue in front of me.
Also, ich habe ja viel erwartet, aber nicht das. Abseits davon, dass Lakritz echt eklig ist, dann würde ich lieber die Stiefel nehmen. Aber damit haben wir alle Supports durch. Meine Güte. Also ich muss sagen, ich finde halt auch gerade die DLC-Supports echt sehr cool. Also ich meine, Konstanz ist echt anstrengend. Ne, aber so an sich, gerade Yuri finde ich so cool. Er macht einfach Dimitri so viel Konkurrenz. Generell, warum hat eigentlich Blue Lions die ganzen Husbandos? Abseits von Claude und Hubert vielleicht noch. Aber ne, Dimitri, den ich eigentlich ja romanzen wollte, aber Felix ist halt leider auch so geil. Und Dedue, Ash und Sylvain finde ich auch sehr, sehr cool, aber Dimitri und Felix haben für mich einen Ticken mehr Husbando-Potenzial. Und Yuri ist leider auch so unglaublich geil. Es ist furchtbar. Ich werde am Ende stehen und nicht wissen, wen ich nehmen soll. Also, ich bin mir irgendwie nicht so ganz sicher immer noch. Mal gucken, ne, wie sich das noch entwickelt. Aber ich bin mir aktuell nicht mehr sicher, ob es wirklich Dimitri wird, weil... schwierig. Alle 3. Ja! Die schlagen sich dann die Köpfe gegenseitig ein. Aber ja, das hat jetzt einiges an Zeit in Anspruch genommen, aber ich finde die Supports super. Und wir haben ja jetzt auch schon gut Fortschritte gemacht. Einige sind ja sogar schon fertig. Auch habe ich jetzt sogar zweimal gesagt. Ich weiß es nicht. Weil die eben nur bis zum B-Support gehen. Deswegen, ja, ich weiß nicht. Wahrscheinlich wird es nicht wirklich weniger werden mit den Supports, weil wir ja doch noch einiges offen haben. Aber das kommt halt so wellenweise, ne? Dann haben wir wieder mal so eine Stunde, wo wir nur Supports haben und dann haben wir eine ganze Zeit lang wieder gar keine. Aber ich finde, das gehört auch einfach dazu. Das heißt, als nächstes stehen noch 2 Charakter-Side-Quests auf dem Programm, die ich ganz gerne machen möchte. Aber vorher gibt's eine Pinkelpause.